number 7. See what we got in box number 7. Oh, wow. Cool. We've got a sealed copy. This is so nostalgic. Oh, my God. Holy crap. Sealed copy of Superman 3 from The Wiz. I don't know if The Wiz was a regional shop up in Connecticut, up in, the tri-state area or whatever. But The Wiz was kind of before Circuit City, and I think before Best Buy, or maybe concurrent with Circuit City. I remember going into The Wiz and buying my Atari Jaguar in 93, 94, 95. When did that come out? 93 or 94? I was like 6 or 7 years old. It was a huge deal. I loved the Atari Jaguar growing up. I still do. I still think it has some great games. Underrated. It's not a great console, don't get me wrong, but hey. Tommy Boy. Great comedy my father loved very much. He was a big Adam Sandler fan. I am too, but that's not a good Adam Sandler movie. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Good movie. Hero, just rewatched this in preparation for a video I'm doing at some point. Hero, one of my favorite martial arts films. One of my favorite films of all time. I adore Hero. Jet Li. Zhang Yimou. Detonator 1 and 2, that's a cool double feature. I think I have this double feature, to be honest. But Pierce Brosnan TV action movies from the 90s. Cool. Oh, and check out that sexiness going on there. Yeah. The Cooler. This is a good one. Who wrote this? Or who directed? Wayne Kramer, the guy who would later do Running Scared, which is such an underrated comic book style Paul Walker movie. My favorite Paul Walker movie. The Cooler is a really good one too, with Alec Baldwin, Maria Bello, and William H. Macy. Great flick. Underrated. Frank and Jesse. I've never seen this one actually. It's in the collection. Undercover Brother, full screen. Dang, that's a shame. I wouldn't have minded adding that to the collection, if it wasn't full screen. I mean, I'm going to keep them anyway. You know what I mean. We've got The Three Amigos, Carlos Mencia, Pablo Francisco, I used to love him, and Freddie Soto. Cool, so like an original Kings of Comedy sort of thing. Really beat up. That's a shame. Rundown, a film that I'm not crazy about, but hey, it was The Rock's... It was the world's introduction to The Rock as a movie star, as an action hero. So, pretty cool. You guys know how much I've talked about my father and I and Van Damme. I was wondering when the Van Damme movies were going to come out. I don't know how many he had, as he was probably recollecting a lot of them. But Sudden Death, Peter Hyams, one of my favorite Van Damme ones. One of the most fun Van Damme movies. Love Sudden Death. Jumper, bootleg. Not a big fan of Jumper. Another copy of Armageddon. Must have really loved Armageddon. Norbit. Ooh. He liked really bad comedies, too. My father was easy to please. Very easy to please in terms of movies. There weren't many movies that he disliked very much. And maybe that has rubbed off on me quite a bit. Norbit. Maybe I'll watch it one day. I've never seen the movie. Blade Trinity. I don't hate it, but it's not the best Blade movie. My number 1 is my favorite. And then 2, and then 3. In Dreams. This is one I do have, but this one is sealed, so it's in even better shape than the one I have. Another copy of Goldmember. Okay. Wrath of the Titans. Not bad. I like this more than the Clash of the Titans, which was just a poor remake. At least Wrath of the Titans tried new things. Down and Derby feature films for families. I appreciate the alliteration, but this is probably nothing I'm going to enjoy. It looks... Is this from the 90s? It looks kind of 90s on the back. Probably late 90s, early 2000s, maybe. No idea. Salt. Saw this in theaters with friends, not my father, but with friends. Not bad. I didn't hate it. I thought the twist was pretty cool. G.I. Joe. This G.I. Joe movie is not as good as Retaliation, but I don't hate it. It's just kind of passable. Legally Blonde. I am now the proud owner of both Legally Blonde 1 and 2. In fact... Wait, what? This has both movies in it. Okay. Sure. Why not? Legally Blonde. I've actually heard good things about these movies, so I might have to give them a whirl at some point. What do we have here? Ooh, some more, Aw, man. It's a bootleg. I thought it was more like bad sci-fi disaster movies, but, it's a bootleg. Goes in the bootleg pile. Freeway. Yeah, it's not kind of a twisted... Little Red Riding Hood story with Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland as a creeper. More like Creeper Sutherland. Domino. Movie, Tony Scott movie I wasn't too fond of the first time around, but I'll have to give this another whirl at some point. I do believe I own that one. All right, that's number 7. Number 8, this is nuts.com. That's my sister for you. I love nuts too, to be quite honest. I love me some walnuts and pecans and almonds and all types of nuts. Nuts.com. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, I need to be more careful. There we go. All right. Ooh, got some more Blu-rays. Sweet. What do we got here? This is exciting. Live, Die, Repeat with the sweet lenticular cover there. Blu-ray 3D. Another 3D Blu-ray there. Avengers. Missing the plastic of the case, but hey. Marvel's Avengers. You know I got that one. Divergent. You know, that's a film I don't have. I'm willing to give it a try now. I always was kind of against picking these up. Not a big fan of like the Hunger Games, young adults, made into movies genre. But if it's not like Harry Potter. Divergent, though. That's a cool one. Definitely happy to have that one. Old School on Blu-ray. I don't think I have Old School on Blu-ray. Do I even have Old School on DVD? I don't think I do. There you go. Another one that I didn't have. Not crazy about that movie, but it's not bad. MI4, Ghost Protocol. My father and I watched this one together. So, awesome movie. Awesome movie directed by Brad Bird that really kicked the Mission Impossible series into the next gear. We've got some DVDs I'm going to get out of the way here. What the hell is this? Halfway Home? Dude, I don't know. Batman the Animated Series, Secrets of the Caped Crusader. Yeah, my father liked the Batman animated show. Very cool. I do have it all on Blu-ray, though. There are more Blu-rays here in a second, but I want to get these out of the way. Lethal Weapon. Love these movies, as I've already said. Ninja Assassin. I've heard it's kind of fun. Fireproof. More of the inspirational, I think, like Christian kind of movies. Not my thing. The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Empire. Such a disappointment this movie was. Here we go. Resident Evil Afterlife 3D. Very cool. Love the Resident Evil movies, as I've said. Jack the Giant Slayer. Now, there's one I don't have for the collection. Wasn't too fond of this. I watched this with my pops. Wasn't too crazy about this one, to be honest. But I love the old story. It was one of the early stories I remember inspiring me when I was in kindergarten. And I started writing my own Jack and the Beanstalk sort of fan fiction before it was even such a thing. But I'd write in the world of Jack and the Beanstalk. It was kind of cool. This is sweet. Hellbenders, 3D, Haunting in Connecticut, and The Last Exorcism, all in one little package. You know I like conserving space, and I think I have Haunting in Connecticut and The Last Exorcism. I don't even know if I have The Last Exorcism. Either way, I don't have Hellbenders, so that's cool. Nice little horror triple feature there. Hell yeah. Ooh, nice. This will complete my Transporter collection. I've not seen this one. Is this the one with Ed Skrein? Is that the guy's name? Yeah, Ed Skrein. It doesn't have Statham, but, you know, the Transporter series kind of goes downhill after 1. I like 2, but 3 is pretty weak. Maybe 4's alright. Cool. Two Guns. Haven't seen this one based on a comic book, to be honest, but that's pretty cool. I don't want to look. I don't want to see it here. Oh, sweet! I like this movie a lot. I think this is Mike Mendez, isn't it? No, Tibor Cox. Spiders. Giant monster movie from the last decade, I think. Super CG Fest, released by New Image, but 2011 or 2012. Fun movie. I like that kind of stuff. So did my father. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2, 3D and 2D Blu-ray there. Again, another all-region one, it seems. Man of Steel with the lenticular slipcover there. Cool. Man of Steel, I like Man of Steel. Hitman, Agent 47. I don't have this one for the video game Blu-ray collection. Sweet! I'll have to give this one a whirl, even though I heard it's not very good. What else is new with video game movies, right? Insurgent, I think... God damn, I got some gas. Insurgent, I believe, is the sequel to Divergent. Yeah, it does... Well, it said the Divergent series. Cool. Well, I'll take it. Got the first 2 movies, it seems. We've got Collateral. Love this movie. Michael Mann. Underrated Michael Mann flick. What's this? The Day of the Doctor. Doctor Who. Is this like a Doctor Who feature? Seems to be. Sweet. Don't have that. That's awesome. Blu-ray 3D. Whoop. Oh, nice! Dude, I don't have this, I don't think. Scott Adkins. Isaac Florentine. Hell yeah, my father loved action movies, just like I do. Obviously, he passed it down. This case is, oh man, this case is destroyed. I don't know if it got destroyed in transition, but I'll put in another Blu-ray case, but the artwork's still pretty beat up. Either way, Scott Adkins, awesome. Oh man, I don't want to spoil these. Kingsman, Secret Service, great movie. I love that one. G.I. Joe Retaliation again, 3D Blu-ray. Gamer, I don't think that's one I have. The Neville, Dean, and Taylor, yep. I don't hate this movie. It's kind of cool, maybe ahead of its time. Automata, I'm glad to see my father had this one. This is underrated sci-fi action flick with Antonio Banderas. Love that one. 21 Jump Street, great comedy. Great comedy. One of my favorites of the last decade. Grown Ups 2, I've yet to see this. I've heard pretty bad things. I like the first Grown Ups just because it was like an all-star cast and everything. Pretty fun. Flashbacks of a Fool. Daniel Craig and Harry Eden? Never heard of this. Bailey Walsh, written and directed by? Bittersweet drama? Huh! Ooh! What a cool triple feature. The Grifters, which I didn't even know was on Blu-ray. I've yet to see that one. Trainspotting and Reservoir Dogs. So another nice consolidation there. I'll get rid of my Trainspotting Blu-ray and keep it in that way. Oh, sweet! Mortal Engines. That's one of the newest films he's gotten here. Mortal Engines is produced by Peter Jackson, directed by Christian Rivers, I think first-time director. Didn't hear great things about this, but hey, I want to give it a whirl. It's my kind of high fantasy sort of movies. And it looks like she was sort of ahead of the curve in terms of 2020. All right, next up, Elysium, a movie that I can't quite get into. I love his ideas, Neil Blomkamp, but his execution just isn't there for me most of the time, except for District 9. That movie's great. Jupiter Ascending, a movie I have a lot of fun with. This is the Wachowski sisters. I liked this movie quite a bit when I saw it. Just a fun, unique, not based on anything else, sort of high sci-fi movie, goofy sci-fi B-movie in a lot of ways, to be honest. But it has a lot of the same ideas as The Matrix. I like it a lot. Red 2, I don't think I've seen Red 2 or own Red 2. Sweet, this box is great. A lot of cool stuff in here. The Raid 2, you know I own that one. My father loved his action. He knew his action, too. Dread, I think this is this 3D? Yeah, Dread 3D. Awesome, I love that movie. We watched that one together. It rocked our socks, man. The Croods. I don't have this one on Blu-ray or DVD for that matter, so this will be added to the collection. Was this Nick Cage, I think, had a voice in this, if I'm not mistaken? I don't know. Added to the animation collection for show. Sweet! Venom. I like this movie. I don't have this one. So this does have the regular Blu-ray. Hell yeah! A lot of good stuff in this one, huh? A Harold and Kumar... Very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. I think I do have this one on regular blue, so there you go. The Watch. I like this movie. This one wasn't too bad. Kind of a funny sci-fi comedy. Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. Cool to add to the collection. I saw this in theaters with friends, and we weren't too crazy about it. We thought it was going to be the next Harry Potter. Not quite. I think the studio thought it was going to be too. Snowpiercer, Bong Joon-ho, great movie. I love this Jun Bong-ho movie. The director of, most recently, Parasite, Memories of Murder, so many great films. The Host, Okja. Ready Player One 3D. Very cool. I did recently pick this up from the store on regular Blu-ray. Ex Machina. Pretty sure I have this one too on regular Blu-ray. This is actually regular Blu-ray there. We've got Warcraft 3D. I think I have this one as well. But still, awesome. Oh yeah, we watched this movie together too. Really liked Hansel and Gretel in 3D. Or just the regular one, but he had it on 3D. That is box number 8. Last, but hopefully not least. I don't know. I didn't do this in any sort of order, so... Let's see what we've got in the 9th box from my father's collection. Man, this knife is not as good as my trusty orange one. I don't know where I put it, though. Alright, looks like Blu-rays and DVDs. Sweet! Let's see what we've got. I'm going to try not to look, because I don't want to look at them. 5-Year Engagement. Never heard of this one. Seems like some sort of rom-com. Not really my thing. Animal House. He used to love that one. Twin Dragons, more Jackie. Yeah, man. Can't go wrong with that. In the Name of the King, some more video game-based movies. I do have this one on Blu-ray. I don't hate it. It's bad, but I have fun with it. The Tuxedo. This is one we watched together, of course. I like The Tuxedo. Again, not great. David Craig, or Craig David, live in Costa Rica. I used to love Craig David. Rendezvous, Fill Me In. He had some great R&B tracks. English singer-songwriter. Really good stuff from back in the early 2000s. I still know Fill Me In by heart. Still could do the whole song by heart. We Are Marshall. I don't know why my father had this, by the way. I mean, he liked R&B, but not just odd. We Are Marshall. Matthew McConaughey football movie. Not seen it. Not much interest. Another copy of Rush Hour 2. Because when can you have too many copies of Rush Hour 2, man? Just load them up. Chain of Fools. Steve Zahn, Selma Hayek, Jeff Goldblum. Wow. What a cast. What a cast. Elijah Wood, David Cross, Tom Wilkinson, David Hyde Pierce, Lara Flynn Boyle. When the hell did this come out? 2000? Directed by Tractor. Tractor with a K. I'm going to do a video on one-name directors. Mick G, Tractor. I found one named Chang recently. There's just a whole bunch of ridiculous one-name directors. Hitcher 2? I've not heard good things about Hitcher 2. Love Hitcher 1, though. The first Hitcher is a classic from the 80s. No, not enough people talk about that one. Last Stand, I have passing, fleeting fun with this one. Not my favorite X-Men movie. In fact, one of my least favorites. Scenic Route, Josh Duhamel, and Dan Fogler. I actually picked this up recently on Blu-ray in one of my latest thrifting videos, as of recording this video. Oh, we love this movie. We were big fans of Joe Pesci, still am. He loved My Cousin Vinny. Loved this one. 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag. Great movie, underrated. That needs a Blu-ray. It actually might have a Blu-ray by Twilight Time, I think. Easy Money. Oh yeah, he loved the Rodney Dangerfield movies too. This one I think actually had Joe Pesci as well. Yeah, this is a fun one. Old 80s Rodney Dangerfield flicks there, comedies. Can't go wrong. One-of-a-kind comedian, right? Enchanted. I've not seen this one and don't own it, but it's the full screen, sadly. Runaway Bride. Runaway Bride. Into the Sun. Steven Seagal. I do have this on Blu-ray. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm so disappointed in him. Escape from LA. We watched this back when it came out in the 90s. Loved it to death. That basketball scene, man, still thrills me. Love that stuff. I remember reacting to that basketball scene, me and my father. It was like, come on, make it. That scene just drags on forever, and the ball's just going and going and going. And then, oh no, it bounces, I think, and then goes in. He wins. Jackass, the movie. Saw this in theaters with my buddies. I'm glad to actually have that. I don't think I have the Jackass movies, and I need those. Babe. Classic movie we watched together as a family back in the day. Couples Retreat, more rom-coms. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. I still like both of those Fantastic Four movies. I don't care. I think they're enjoyable and sort of proto-Marvel Universe movies in a lot of ways, which they are, kind of. Four-pack here, Agnes of God, Mary Riley, The Messenger, and Pact of Silence. I don't have a couple of these, so that's kind of cool. Let's see if they're in okay shape. Yep, in good shape, so that's a cool one. The Onion Project. Oh, right. America's finest news source. The Onion. Gotta love The Onion. Fighting the good fight on the front lines or back lines of journalism. All right. I'm going to put these like that. This is it. These are the final Blu-rays. It looks like 12 Blu-rays here. Yes! The Three Musketeers. Now I have it on Blu-ray. I think I have all Paul W. Sanderson's movies now. Yes, and this means a lot because this was one of the last movies I remember watching in my old house with my father. So very cool. What do we got? Daredevil, Director's Cut. I'm not sure if I have the Director's Cut, and I've heard pretty good things about the Director's Cut, so I'm going to watch the Director's Cut. Next, we have Jumper 3D. Okay, Jumper 3D. Priest. The case got screwed up. Priest 3D. I do like Priest. It's kind of like, it's basically The Searchers. John Wayne's The Searchers with vampires. Post-apocalyptic vampires. Ultimate edition of X-Men Days of Future Past. I don't know what makes it ultimate. Maybe just because it has the 3D Blu-ray. Cool. What else? Oh, man. Alright, well, the artwork's a little bit damaged. I saw this in theaters, actually, when I was visiting Connecticut during my birthday, my hometown of I can't get this back on the spindle. Ghost in the Shell. So I didn't hate this movie, but I also I'm not a huge fan because of how big of a fan. The original Ghost in the Shell anime by Mamoru Oshii is one of my favorites of all time. Good cast. Beat Takeshi's in this. I like the guy they got to play Bato. Decent action, but it doesn't hold a candle to the original animated one. And it did get damaged in transportation, it seems. But, I'll change out the case. Add Ghost in the Shell to the collection, which I've been wanting to do for some time. Suicide Squad 3D. Not a huge fan of Suicide Squad. A Dame to Kill For, Sin City, the second Sin City movie. Haven't seen it. I've heard things about it. Vampire Hunter 3D. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter 3D. Forgive me. White House Down. Die Hard in the White House. It's a pretty fun movie. Just came out the same year as London Has Fallen. Olympus Has Fallen. Yeah, Olympus Has Fallen. There's 3 of those movies now. This one never took off. Never got a sequel or anything like that. But I thought it was just as good as Olympus Has Fallen. But that got a whole trilogy. Weird. Maybe it did better overseas or something. Mad Max Fury Road. I remember talking to my father about how much he loved this movie. It just kicked our asses. Kicked all of our asses, didn't it? Fury Road, I saw it twice or 3 times in theater. Seen it a few times on Blu-ray. Absolutely love it. And last, let's see if it's least. Stalingrad. A war movie that I've actually not seen. I think it's like a Russian war movie, is that right? Angelo Badalamenti did the music. The guy from Twin Peaks. What? Yeah, Russian war movie, Stalingrad here. I'm all for that. It's at least one I didn't have for the collection, right? So, cool. Stalingrad. Wow. That is going to do it. I can't feel my leggies. Gonna do a stretch. That was a lot of talking and a lot of movies that I have to go through here and make sure that, check which ones are in great shape and which ones I'm putting into the wall, which ones I'm storing away. Wow, this video was very emotional for me, as you guys could probably tell. A lot of great memories came flooding back, and I really wanted to share this moment with all of you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's going to be a long one. I'd love to know what some of your favorites in the lot here, maybe some of the ones I haven't seen and you guys could recommend. Leave those down in the comments below and we'll get a little discussion rolling. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos like it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as well as the little bell for notifications. Anyway guys, I will see you all next time. Bored Cyborg, out. Peace.